Hi, I'm Phil Spencer and I'm delighted to share with you this housing market insight for North West London. It's being brought to you by Liana and Oliver of Leporto Brown Residential. Both Liana and Ollie are Propertymark member agents, which I fully endorse, as it means that they follow a strict code of conduct. So when selling your most valued asset, having insight from individuals who know the area, who have many years of experience, but are also qualified to do so, I think is invaluable. I'm also sure that you'll find these local updates useful. After all, property is personal.
Thanks, Phil. Hello, and welcome to this housing market report for North West London, brought to you by Leporto Brown Residential.
If you live in North West London and are considering selling or renting your home now or maybe in the future, or if you just want to discuss the local property market, then please do reach out to our team.
You can get in touch with them at lbresidential.co.uk or calling them on 0203 062 6262.
Thank you for that, Phil, Liana and Oliver. So let's dive into what's happening in the property market in the northwest of London. Now, with frequent interest rate rises and higher than expected inflation, you would be forgiven to think that the housing market in this region would be badly hit. However, what Leporto Brown Residential are seeing is that despite the flurry of bad news in the wider economy, there's a lot of resilience in this vibrant corner of the capital, with just a small dip in prices compared with last year. For instance, in July 2022, the average sale price in North West London was just over £819,000, whereas at the start of summer 2023, it was just under £789,000. This reflects the fact that there are fewer buyers on the market and greater purchaser caution. But interestingly, Leporto Brown reports that while viewing of homes on sale are down by about 40% from recent highs, the quality of would-be purchasers is still on the rise. That means there are buyers, not browsers, in the market right now. Sellers are being realistic and accepting offers from serious buyers. In fact, agreed sale prices are around 2% lower than asking prices, and Leporto Brown advises that any property that appears best in class is receiving solid offers pretty quickly. In this part of the capital, the most desirable detached houses can fetch £3 million, with semis approaching £1.2 million and some apartments asking for £750,000. Bearing that in mind, I'm going to be sharing some of Liana and Oliver's top selling tips a little bit later on. What they are seeing is that the popularity of this area is keeping prices surprisingly robust in the current climate. For instance, if we look at property prices per square foot, this is actually around 5% above last year's values, according to Land Registry data. On-the-ground info from Leporto Brown is that family houses in sought-after streets are as popular as ever. Local highlights around here include the opening of an exciting new eatery, the G Asian Canteen on Willesden Green High Road, the local park run celebrating its 500th event over the summer, and Leporto Brown's new sponsorship deal with Kilburn Cosmos Rugby Club. By the way, if you haven't already, then do check out Leporto Brown's gorgeous new website at lbresidential.co.uk. You'll find the latest property news here and, of course, on their socials. So do follow them to be the first to hear about developments like the new agency they've recently acquired in Canary Wharf. But if you're selling in North West London, the advice Liana and Oliver are giving to the sellers is that there's never been a more important time to make your home stand out from the crowd, to attract that smaller pool of discerning buyers. Decluttering may be a cliche, but it's still essential to allow buyers to see what they can do to a home, be buyer-friendly, and allow easy access for viewings, even at short notice. Also, they advise not looking for your next property until your home is on the market, and do consider serious offers made within the first 6 weeks. Markets change, sometimes quite quickly, and there are significant regional variations, so regular communication is essential. Remember, no one will understand very local conditions better than a local agent based on the ground. On that point, be cautious when it comes to pricing. Leporto Brown's experience is that anything too ambitious is more likely to stick in the current market. And so their priority is to provide guidance based on their experience and expertise. And finally, a very important point to note that Leporto Brown Residential are Propertymark member agents, which means that they are committed to a strict code of conduct and professionalism, undertake industry-leading training, and meet or exceed all legal standards. I mean, you'd expect nothing less, since Liana is a former Propertymark president. Yeah. I hope this has given you a useful insight into the North West London property market, and do join us next quarter for an updated local housing market insight from Leporto Brown Residential.
You can get in touch with Leporto Brown Residential at lbresidential.co.uk or calling them on 0203 062 6262.